Just 10 weeks out.
10 weeks ago.
12 weeks. 3 months.
16 to 20 weeks.
26 weeks.
12 months ago.
65 weeks ago.
I haven't really stopped prepping for this show.
So I'd say mentally we start prepping from at least 12 months before we actually start our prep. So we look at a long-term goal to start with. We bring our physique to be able to obtain that goal, and then we spend roughly 26 weeks out from show day. During prep, everything's so organised. There's a plan. Everything's meticulous and everything's strategic. So everything works the way that you want it to work during prep most of the time. So I think it's just being so organised. Sometimes when you fall out of prep, it's sort of life goes a little bit wayward.
So I haven't really stopped prepping for this show. When I came back in 2019 from the Natural Olympia, I've pretty much been planning for this show the whole entire time. I was planning last year, but again, I couldn't do that. So it's basically just been one long road to compete again. So I haven't really stopped, to be honest. Yeah. Your comp season starts when you actually start cutting. It's actually not. It starts off season building your muscles, working on areas that are your weaknesses. So doing targeted training, making sure you're nourishing your body properly. That's where the journey actually starts. And then tweaking the other areas that need to be tweaked. And then when you and your coach feel that you're ready to start competing, then you start your comp prep. So my comp prep started basically 10 weeks ago to be in line with the INBA shows for defence and the Pro-Am shows.
Personally, I focus on day-to-day. So yeah, making sure I get the basics right. So training every day, if I've got a step count, I hit that every day. Food must be on target every single day. And I'm a big believer if you go day by day and get it right every day, then you have no regrets. So it really depends on the person. I came in, started with my coach about 12 months ago, and we recomped to start off with. So really from then, I decided I wanted to compete, and I'd never competed before then. So yeah, from then we recomped, and then just gravitated straight into prep. But I believe you're always in prep. So when you're not in prep, whether it be 16 weeks, 20 weeks, you're in pre-prep and you're prepping for prep. So.
So I got in contact with a guy that I've been wanting to be coached by for a long time, Jodi Campman, about 65 weeks ago. Yeah, so I've been doing my check-ins for the last 65 weeks. I know this because we check in every week and it says up the top what week we're up to. So yeah, 65 weeks now, been going strong, and I'm excited to see what we bring to the stage.
Straight after last year's season B, I'm already thinking and planning for this year. So I recruited a new posing coach a year ago, so we've been working really hard with Beck from the Australian Posing School. I do my own training and my own programming, so I've just been working through that, and I have to work around my injuries. I'm pretty lucky, I'm relatively lean, so just 10 weeks out I start my prep, but people seem to think that prep is only 20 weeks or 10 weeks, but really it's a year-long worth of effort.
When I'm prepping for a contest, I usually assess how much body fat I'm carrying, and then I work out how many weeks it'll take me to get into shape. So if I want to get a steady rate of fat loss getting into a show and minimise the muscle loss, usually anything from say a 16 to 20 week prep usually works for me. And that gives me enough time to slowly diet all my body fat off and come in with maximum amount of muscle and conditioning. It's a love-hate relationship, to be honest with you. I love the way I look, but the process of eliminating body fat can be a daunting process. But if you make it a lifestyle like I do, so I don't let myself get too far out of shape in the off season, so I don't have as much body fat to lose, then it becomes a lifestyle. So my advice is, when you're dieting for a show, give yourself plenty of time to get ready. Don't let yourself get too out of shape in the season that you're not competing, and mix up the foods that you eat, and definitely follow a plan.
I've had an 18-week prep before, but last year my prep was 12 weeks, and so we just work to a number. I'm a bit of a numbers person, so I like to have an idea in mind, not that that really matters, but 12 weeks, that's all my coach wanted me to have until my first show, so it was a relatively short prep last year.
Although it is really good to have the support of one another. Definitely. And because we're going through the same thing at the same time, I guess we're a little bit more understanding for those early mornings when we're tired and we haven't had our coffee yet. We can, understand each other a bit better, I guess.
We help each other out, basically. If someone's too busy, the other person will help them prep for food and get ready for the day, sort of thing.
So when I start a prep, it's usually as soon as the show date is out, I go, awesome, I'm gonna do that show. And like mentally, I'm already preparing the moment I set myself on that show. So for me, it was like the start of the year. I was like, yeah, definitely gonna do the Team Australia show. And then I guess for the first half of this year, it was me just trying to get the structure in my training and nutrition back after having my baby. And then from June, it was definitely about pushing harder to get fitter and build more muscle. And now kind of coming towards the end of July, prep goes hard from Monday. So that's a good 3 months all the way through into the comp. So it should be looking pretty schmick by then.